Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about real quick. This video here, PAC-16. I want to talk about I kind of left out some basketball details. The other one was more for football, so I'm gonna title that one PAC-16 Ideas Football. This is gonna be PAC-16 Ideas for Basketball. Uh, so for PAC-16 basketball, I want to talk more about scheduling. That's why I have it on the chart right here. Um, So I'm gonna take Arizona again. That's where I'm at, guys. That's home. So Arizona, they play. They're it's gonna be basketball is also gonna be in pods, and I'm gonna explain why. And it's really only for scheduling purposes. I mean, they'll be still be seated. I don't know how the Pac-16 is gonna. I don't know if they're gonna have everyone participate in the conference tournament. Probably because that's what everyone else does. So I'm assuming it's just gonna be like 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on and so forth. But as far as the regular season goes, so we play these three guys right here: Arizona State, Oklahoma State, and Texas Tech. We play them twice a year. Every year we play them twice. One home, one away, vice versa. Conference schedule is a total of 18 games. That's 6 games already. I sound like a math teacher right now, but how many teams are left? 12. So you get the 6 of them here because you play them twice each. Everybody else you just play once. So that's 12. So 6 plus 12 is 18. There's your 18 basketball conference games right there. And then as far as like everybody else outside your pod, you play them once a year. It'll be similar to football. One year you play at at their stadium or arena. The following year they come to your arena and vice versa. So I think that's I'm telling you, 16 is the perfect amount of teams to have for a conference. It should not get any bigger than that because then it starts getting messy, and then you have to start skipping teams, and it's just a mess. I think this is a perfect layout for 16 teams in a conference. Football, basketball. Um, I will look in the baseball schedule right now. We know they play a lot more games, but yeah, I think this is the way to go for football and basketball, especially. Those are the two big money makers, and those are the two, like the new commissioner says, we know where the bread is buttered, So yeah, he's right. He's right about that. I think again, 16 teams. That's the perfect way to go. Um, so in the 4 teams again, I've mentioned before. I feel like yes, Oklahoma State and Texas Tech, of course. You bring them from the Big 12. Grab BYU. They're independent. Grab them. They need to be in a conference. And they renew the rivalry with Utah. I mean, they never really lost it. I think they still play each other every year, but um, you have to be in the same conference, same pod. You have to be in the same conference as Utah, and they used to be old Mountain West foes. Now they can be Pac-16 foes. They both get an upgrade. They upgrade their rivalry too, and it could have conference meaning and just so much more meaning to it if they join the conference too. So you grab them, and of course you have to get Boise State. They're deserving. We know how good they are. Come play with the big boys now. Come play with the in the big leagues. The major leagues, wherever you want to call them. They had a great time there in the Mountain West. They dominated. It's time for a change for them too. It's just time. It's they've been in that conference for a good little while now. It was fun while they were there, but they need an upgrade too. And Pac-16, it's perfect for basketball. I think the Boise State made the tournament this past year, or not too long ago. They made the NCAA tournament not too long ago. So I know they've gotten better, and I know they've been in the tournaments before. So they're kind of they always have a really good solid basketball program. BYU's, I mean, BYU's is kind of like up and down, but we know that they have a good history in basketball, and they're a tough out, especially when you play them there in BYU. I know we played them there. I don't remember when, a while back. I think a few years back. That looks like a really tough place to play, um, and sorry about that. Anyway, um, And for basketball, of course, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech. I mean, coming from the Big 12, I mean, it's major basketball there. Um, it's gonna work out for basketball too. I feel in football, especially the other sport. I know BYU and Boise State also have baseball, so that's big. I think those four fit perfectly. Now UNLV and San Diego State instead of Oklahoma State and Texas Tech. Geographically, I would have. That's nice. To have to be in the same pod with in San Diego, Vegas, Phoenix, and Tucson. But here, we're gonna try to be a little more realistic, and Oklahoma State and Texas Tech, they deserve to be here. They were almost here. Uh, like we almost got them 10, 11 years ago when we were talking about expansion then. But we ended up getting Colorado and Utah, which is good because it sets it up perfectly now. Because BYU can slide right in now. They could rival with Utah. Colorado, they're not left out. They got the Broncos, not the Denver Broncos, but they got the Boise State Broncos. So Broncos Buffalo sounds really intriguing. And then looking at the matchups too, either for whether it be basketball or football, for any of the sports, um, Texas Tech and like Oregon. Who else do we have here? Like Oklahoma State, BYU. I know it's random matchups. USC, BYU, Boise State and USC, Boise State and Oregon. Um, Texas, Oklahoma State and Washington. Oklahoma State, ASU, Arizona, and any Tech. Arizona and um, who else was the new teams on there? BYU. We're gonna play them first game this year in Vegas. Arizona, Boise State. Revenge from the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, there's so many good matchups that could be on here. Boise State, Washington, Boise State, Washington State. I can go on, and just a lot of good matchups from here. UCL, I know, US UCLA, BYU. I think I mentioned already. UCLA, Boise State. I mean, I can go on, but UCLA Tech. I mean, there's just so many. Stanford Tech. A lot of good matchups here. I like from this, and so let me know. Hey, quick rally. Sorry, my dogs are right here playing. So let me know what you guys think of this basketball version of it. I know we threw in a little bit of football in there, but this is overall. Let me know what you think about this basketball version of it, and of course, as always, my information's in the description box. Um, Stay tuned for more. We're gonna continue the rest of the conferences. Try to talk about like I did the Big 12. The Big 12 one was a good one, or Big South. The Big 12 conference turning into the Big South. That was a good video because I implemented a little bit of basketball in that one too for as far as the scheduling. And thought I just should do one for the PAC-16 and call this one the ideas for basketball, and I'll just rename the other one ideas for football because that's what it's mostly about. But again, thank you guys as always for watching, and stay tuned for more. And take care of yourselves.